I got people defending celebrities and millionaire politicians and billionaires and calling me a bully. But you don't see what they're doing to the black community. You don't see that they're part of disrupting, destroying, and keeping black people under the boot of the system. And they ain't trying to buck the system, that they're just trying to get as much money as they can out of the system while they leave us in a worse condition as long as they get their paper. And you're defending that over brothers like me and sisters who stand up for us. Now, I'm not saying we perfect, but that's the goal here. Instead, you're going to defend these rich assholes. You're going to defend the people that are with the system, that come out every 4 years, every October, and go to a couple black churches, hug a couple babies, sing a couple hymns, and then go right back to selling us down a river. You defend that because you got a D on your damn party affiliation? That's what we're doing? It's crazy. Crazy. All right. The title of tonight's show is The Two-Party System, man. Why so many people are turning away from the two-party system? Because Democrats and Republicans are full of shit. That's why. And this Epstein situation right now that's happening is a perfect example, Johnson. I mean, Jesus Christ. What we have now, the accusations of cover-ups. And, of course, the Democrats are calling out Republicans, Department of Justice, and saying these names are redacted, and why are you redacting names? This doesn't make sense. And then it's like, hold on a second. I didn't see any pressure to put these fucking documents out. It's been 10 years. Biden sat in office for four long years, and you had no expediency. There was no urgency. There was nothing. Yes, I know Republicans ran on it. Democrats ran from it. And then now Republicans seem to be running from it to a large extent. So that's both sides of the bird doing the same thing. But since if you are with one party, you only see it one way. And my job, as best as as to the best degree that I can do this, is to see it both ways. And if I thought it was, if I thought it was just one party in trouble, one party a part of the bullshit, I'd say that, but that's not the case. So Attorney General Pam Bondi was testifying today, and Jasmine Crockett was giving her the business, and Jamie Raskin and all these people, and it just looked like a train wreck. I'm not even going to waste your time playing that. That's not what this channel's about. This channel don't spend all day on Turning Point USA or on Epstein files. And I appreciate those that do. So now we can truly show what your content is and the difference between your content, my content, and I want to differentiate myself. Because if America gave a shit about human trafficking, you know what we do? We spend more fighting human trafficking than we spend, on electric batteries or researching, how snails mate. I mean, family, we spend $10 billion, not even $10 billion. Look, America doesn't care about your kids. Whether they're immigrants, undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens, whatever you want to call them. Nobody cares about those kids. In fact, they care more about undocumented kids than they care about citizens who are human trafficked. You do understand this, right? Family, we gave Ukraine, we gave Israel, we gave Ukraine more money than we spent all year on to fight human trafficking. You understand what I'm saying? The money that we gave Ukraine is more than we spent all year on our human trafficking. Same thing with Israel. Fam, we do not care about kids. So this whole Epstein thing is all political. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is all political. As a country, we do not care. What we care about is what we spend money on. What you care about is what you expend. If you're in politics, what you care about is what you're willing to use your political capital for. Political capital, that means you can't stand for everything. So what you stand for matters because you can't be in all places at one time. No matter how good a person you are, no matter what your virtues are, right? You can only do but so much. So what you choose has to be important, right? That's what you become known for. Well, when it comes to a government, what a government spends money on, that's what matters. The fact that the U.S. government doesn't spend money on repairing, cleaning up the water, says something, right? The fact that the U.S. government doesn't spend a lot of money combating human trafficking, but they're a virtue signal with the Epstein files only because they think it hurts Trump. That's the only reason why. And the fact that we got people that can't get that, like that don't make sense to them, is crazy to me. It bothers me when it's media people that do it because they know it just like I know it. You know, they've been doing this. If you've been doing this for over a decade and you don't know what propaganda is, you have no clue. I hate when people try to pretend to be innocent. They want to pretend to everyone else that they're just naive. You're not naive. You're part of the shit. These media entities are part of the shit family. America doesn't care about your kids. They don't care about human trafficking. This is all virtue signaling bullshit. You better care about your kids. Black women are the #1 exploited human trafficked group in America. And you know what? All we hear about is these kids missing who are undocumented. No one even talks about it. So don't even waste my time forming your mouth to tell me. But instead, we could talk about Bad Bunny. Huh? We could talk about those poor kids at that detention center. The boy that was separated from his mom, his dad. You know how many times that happens in the hood? Where do kids go when their parents get locked up? Detention centers. Gladiator academies. Child meals. So people that are aware of these things, if they hadn't lost all hope and all belief in political parties before, they damn sure are losing it now. To those that are aware, as they see this whole thing unfold, I believe those people have come to the conclusion that these political parties mean us no good. They're both full of shit. Republican Party says they care about family values. Well, there's no value more, I say, true to a family than making sure the family members are safe and the children's innocence are protected. How could you defend an administration that wasn't on the same accord? To the Democratic Party, the virtue signals that they care so much about women. Why hasn't this been a priority in your administration when you were in office? Trump's only been here for 14 months. You had 4 fucking years. Where was it? And to the people that call me xenophobic because I care about my border, because I see what it's doing to Black Americans, as if I don't care about the employers that are employing those people. I do. But you can't employ them if they're not here. The scumbag corporations can't employ people that they shouldn't be employing if those people aren't here to employ, right? So I got to pick my battles, but yeah, I don't support corporations that pay people off the books to drive down the cost of labor. But let's be real, Johnson. There's all this conversation about immigrant children gone missing. No talk about Black women gone missing, Black girls gone missing. And there's a Black girl dad. Yeah. That hits me a certain kind of way. See, I don't have to explain why I got problems with the Democratic Party because it's all laid out there. All you got to do is be aware. If you're aware at all, you got problems with them. And why so many problems with them? Because they're the ones saying that they're fighting for it. They're the ones virtue signaling. They're the ones pretending that Black people, that they have Black people's backs. Meanwhile, they don't even give a shit that our black women and our black babies are gone missing in record numbers. But instead, I got to hear all day about the 32 undocumented immigrants who died in detention centers, ICE detention centers in 2025. Meanwhile, 200 U.S. citizens died in Texas in 2025 in their penal systems, but they didn't say shit. And that's just one state. So what I'm saying is, the problem is I know shit. I know things. I know I'm black. It doesn't seem like I do because I look like your cousin, but this is all I do. I get up every day and I look at stats and data. I comb through information. I know it may not appear that way to you, but I do. You know, I don't want to put on a suit like Tavis Smiley, right? I shouldn't have to do that for you to realize he might know a couple things. He may have read a couple things. This is not willy-nilly. I hate Democrats. Nah, I didn't come at this lightly, fam. It's the data. It's the facts. It's the truth. I hate both parties. Family. But I got to fight for my people the best way I can. You have another way of fighting for them. My problem is with people that aren't fighting at all want to dictate how I fight. Now get in and fight your fight. Get in and fight your fight. Do it your way. But see, we got people that aren't doing any type of fighting at all. They're just getting paid. They're not saying it on shit, except for their own wallets. The only thing they're fighting for is to make as much money as humanly possible, as if they could take that shit with them. And they're going to leave their kids right here in the hellhole. When they go to the upper room, they're going to leave their kids right here in the same shit. But they would have made a whole lot of money and had a very pretty casket. Oh, man, and what a going away party. Rich people, powerful people in powerful places got people covering their ass. What is new? All right, man, hit the like button. Hit the like button if you found anything interesting in that rant. But when I realized, when looking at the parties, and I'm realizing just how much, fam, people are being turned off by the parties on both sides, I feel good. Because awareness is causing people to react, and that's one step closer to creating new parties and new systems and making some changes. But people first have to become aware, right? It's a process. It's not an overnight situation. But I can tell you, I believe that there are a lot more people that are awake now, that are paying attention now, than there were just 5 years ago. And I know because I was here doing this. All right, guys, hit the share button if you're on X or Rumble or Truth Social or wherever you are. Let the algorithm know that you're watching the Tim Black Show. The most dangerous show in America. Can we get back to some clips now? I've been talking a lot. Become a member of this show. Go to jointimberlake.com.